tonight's 5A playoff matchup between the Doug Sports Silver Foxes and your Lexington Wildcats. And now for this afternoon's starting lineups. First, for the Silver Foxes from Doug Sports. Leading off and catching, number 8, Olivia Hill. In center field, number 24, L.G. Moore. At first base, number 12, Haley Alderman. In the circle for Doug Sports, number 33, Layla Peppers. In left field, number 4, Abigail Pouliot. Playing right field and batting 6, number 3, Kate Chavis. At shortstop, batting 7th, number 1, K.G. Hill. At third base, number 6, Caroline Caldwell. Tonight's DP is number 2, Ayanna Russell. And the flex player playing second base, number 22, Alexis Cabrera. Also for Dutch Fork, number 28, Justice Pascal. And number 16, Addison Bear. The Silver Foxes are coached by Haley Elkins, assistant Jessica All. And now the starting lineup for your Lexington Wildcats. Leading off in center field, number 5, Peyton Melanauskas. Batting second in right field, number 12, Libby Warren. At shortstop, number 11, Sam Craig. Playing third base, number 10, Emma Melanauskas. At second base, number 9, Maya Drennan. Behind the dish, number 22, Peyton Gotts. Tonight's DP, batting 7th, number 15, Naomi Little. At first base, number 2, Grace Fonseca. Playing left field, number 16, Elena Harry. And a circle for the Wildcats, number 7, Haley Manns. Also, number 6, Shay Scott. Number 8, Maylee Lindler. Number 14, Lexi Taylor. Number 17, Robin Craig. Number 23, Amanda Barksdale. Number 3, Riley Peter. Number 4, Ellison Neal. Number 20, Haley Ruiz. And number 33, Carly Edwards. Lexington is coached by Lori Epps. Assistants, Kim Gunner, John Terrapin, Lindsey Mason, and Clint Kiesler. Now, please stand. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. And we're back here. Had a shortened pregame show. Apologize for that. The men in blue were here early and ready to roll.
Well, they do not get paid by the hour. They get paid by the game. So we know where bread is buttered, and they are ready to get this party started, so we get this party started.
Yeah, we have 3 umpires tonight for this third, fourth round. We're still not quite sure where we are in the playoff bracket. All we know is the Wildcats need to win. We
got to win, and we're in, and we just keep advancing. And it's really boiled down to that. And, you know, in true playoff fashion, we have to play hurt. Today, you know, the voice is giving out just a little bit. I've got 14 different Starbucks cups up here. I've got spin drift, all kinds of stuff up here. We're just trying to survive and advance, just like the team tonight.
And Haley Manns is in the circle for the Wildcats tonight, and she has been the staff ace all year, the last couple years, and will try to get us back on the winning track. Leading off for Dutch Fork, catcher Olivia Hill. Doc, turned out to be a beautiful night here in Lexington, not so much yesterday.
Well, when you looked at the weather forecast earlier this week, I wasn't sure we were going to play any softball at all this week. It looked like it was going to rain every single night, but boy, look at this out here today. Carolina blue skies, field is nice and dry. Obviously, this was not the umpire the other night against Dorman. If I could still be a little bitter about what we faced that night, that would have been a strike 10 times out of 10 the other night.
Yeah, that was ball 2 to the Silver Fox leadoff hitter. There's strike 1. Doc, I've been watching Wildcat softball for a while. Not often do you see a region opponent in the playoffs, but here we are playing a team we are very familiar with.
Well, you know, it harkens back to when Duke and North Carolina played in the Final Four. Coach K's last day. We hosted Coach K's retirement party that night, so maybe we can do the same to the Silver Foxes.
3-1 now the count to Hill. Both these teams come in with 1 loss. Regular season records out the window at this point. There's a ball out to Emma. She makes a nice play over to Grace at first for out number 1. So good play by Emma and a good start for the Wildcats.
I think we needed a good start after last night. You know, let's get a couple outs underneath their belts. Let's get a couple runs across the plate this early. We want to be early. This is, you know, I know you've got 7 innings to make a difference, but tonight I really feel like it's important for us to get off early. Let's get going early.
And there's a good pitch for lead off to LG Moore, the center fielder.
That's why people tune in to this broadcast, for that really scintillating analysis. That's a good pitch.
That was a good pitch, and we'll take a lot more of those. There's another good pitch. Nice changeup, fouled straight back for strike 2.
Notice Mr. Drennan there wasn't jumping for the ball.
You know, I told Mr. Drennan the other day, I'm a big Hey Dude guy, and so is he. But he keeps his so clean. Look at those shoes. I mean, if I get a pair of Hey Dudes, within 2 weeks, they're filthy. I don't know how he does it.
I'm going to tell you, I was today years old when I found out what a Hey Dude was. I didn't know what that was.
It's a shoe.
Well, I mean, I know. That's what I'm saying. I was today years old when that happened.
So he does a good job. Maybe some Scotch Guard up in his pantry.
I'm not a big bare feet in shoe guy.
There's a ball popped up out to Emma at third. She makes the play nicely. So 2 quick plays for our third baseman, senior, for 2 quick outs.
Emma Melanauskas, or as we like to refer to her as E-Stitch, she, because of an incident that where she fought a jet ski and the jet ski won, she has had a smoking hot postseason so far, 5 or 6 behind the plate.
Yeah, right now.
Or at the plate, not behind the plate, but 5 or 6 at the plate. And she's making really good defensive plays already out in the field.
Currently one of the nominees for Player of the Week, so go to the Midlands Preps website on Twitter. You can vote for Emma. That'll be announced, I think, later this week.
If she's not the Player of the Week, you don't have to go very far down the list to find her.
And there's a single out to left field. Softly hit, but a hit nonetheless for Alderman. And that's Haley. We've faced her for several years, and she's a good hitter for Dutch Fork. Senior.
Got out in front of it.
Brings up the pitcher, Layla Peppers. Wildcats have faced Layla twice this year. She, much like Lexington, is Dutch Fork's ace pitcher, a la Haley, for the Wildcats. She hits one softly out to Emma.
Nice play. So our third baseman player of the week nominee makes 3 nice plays, and the Cats come to bat here in the bottom of the first. No score.
Peyton Malinowskis, senior. Naomi Little, freshman.
Maya Drennan, junior.
I'd say the funniest thing that happened to me during a game was when I was going to slide into home, but there was a bat in the way, so I tried to jump over it, and I ended up doing the splits at home.
Probably slipping on the mound. When I was catching in the bullpen and my pitcher fell 2 times on the mound.
If I could travel anywhere in the world, I would probably go to Italy.
Probably Hawaii. Australia.
My favorite TV show is probably Full House.
Mulan. Spider-Man Homecoming.
I have 3 dogs.
1 dog and 2 cats. I have a dog named Poppy.
We're back here in the bottom of the first. A little bit of a shake-up in the lineup today. You have Peyton leading off, Livy batting second, Sam third, moved up 1 spot in the lineup, Emma in the 4th spot, Maya Drennan playing second, Peyton Gantz will be hitting 6th, catching, and then Naomi, the DP tonight. She'll get some swings. Grace Fonseca at first. You saw her make some plays there in the first inning, and then Elena out in left field batting ninth. So Cats, a little bit of a shake-up, and we'll see what the outcome is here, and we'll start off with one of the better hitters in the Midlands or the state. Great year for Peyton Malinowskis. Still pacing the Cats up there around 532, right behind Sam Craig. So a great year for the Wildcats.
Is that
senior.
good, 532?
That is good.
What's her on base?
On base percentage, she is up at 566.
Doesn't take a lot of walks, Peyton. She gets her hacks
That's
in.
right. No, Peyton.
Well, if her batting average is 540 and her on base percentage is 560.
Well, you always look at walks to strikeouts. She's walked 6 times and struck out twice. That's a very good percentage.
That's pretty good.
There's a ball out to second,
Uh-oh.
and she'll beat that
She's
out.
safe.
So Peyton improves that on base percentage. It'll bring up our right fielder, Livy.
As good as the field looks, did the Turfus have something? Did the Turfus monster jump up and knock that one out of her glove?
Maybe. A little bit of a Turfus magic here for the Cats. Livy, right fielder.
I like Livy in the 2-hole. I think that makes a lot of sense. Do you get more at-bats at the 2-hole?
You do. She hit second for her freshman year. She was in that spot, so she's been there before. Gets under that one. Nice play out in center field, right at the fence. Route number 1.
She's okay. She's a little shaken up there. I don't know if she got her foot caught in something. Is she okay? She looks okay.
So 1 out here in the first.
I mean, you can't be upset by what she just did right there. She rode that one pretty far out there.
Yeah, nice play by the center fielder right at the fence. She seems to be okay.
Come on, let it play, Noah. Let's do this thing. Come on.
Sam takes a strike, and Peyton swipes second on the pitch. So run on second here, 1 out.
Let's go ones. Speed kills, man, and she can flat run those bases.
There's a nice pitch on the outside corner. 2 strikes to Sam.
One thing I've learned is Sam didn't swing at it, it's a ball. No, that's a fact.
She looks at that one, 1 and 2. Cats in their all black today. Coach Epps, Coach Mason, reciprocating that.
And I went all white.
That's right, opposite.
Felt like we just needed to change up the mojo a little bit.
Thankfully, Dutch Fork didn't go with their all black uniforms. We like to do that sometimes.
Yeah, I just needed to change up the mojo a little bit after the Dorman thing. I wore a shirt that's a night I've never worn before.
Still got the creases in it. That ball's going to be down. That's a double. So Sam slices one out to the left for a double and RBI. Cats lead 1-0.
Stand-up double. And E-Stitches. E-Stitch.
So Sam,
we're still working on the nickname.
Sam tallies her 38th RBI on her 10th double of the year. So double-digit doubles. Say that 10 times fast. Ball gets by the catcher. Sam advances to third. So what we talked about, Cats, we need to plate some runs in the first, and we've started that already. Like a few more here, though.
Well, I think it's important, you stubbed your toe last game. You kind of come out here, you got a long journey ahead of you. Boy, it'd sure be nice to feel better about that journey with a few runs in your back pocket.
2 balls, no strikes to Emma. That would, for sure, instill some confidence in the Cats. This is a resilient group. We talked about the win against Catawba Ridge, the bounce-back win about a week or so ago, and then the ball is hit far and deep.
Gone.
And Mr.
Foul.
Blue calls it foul, but that was hit a long way. Emma is locked in a little bit out front there for the long ball.
It started fair, and it just drifted. And truthfully, I'm not sure it's possible to tell how high that thing went above the foul pole.
You always wonder why they can't go a little
cow.
bit higher on the – is it a fair pole or a foul pole?
I think they call it a foul pole.
There's another one, but that's going to score the run at least. Play is made in left, but that's a sac fly and an RBI for Emma. So 2-0 Cats here in the first.
Now let's work on a little 2-out magic here. I don't know what these words are.
Maya Drennan playing second base tonight.
She's had a really good postseason as well.
Yeah, my wonder is why can't they go a little bit higher with those foul poles? They always seem to be very short. Is there a tariff on metal? That
It might be.
Go about 10 feet taller?
Or why not I guess maybe you couldn't do this because of airplanes, but what if you could have like a laser beam that goes up from there, and then if it's fair or foul, right?
Not sure that's in the budget.
Lasers pointing straight up to the skies, especially in our proximity to Columbia Airport.
Yeah, blind some pilot. 1 ball, 1 strike to Maya. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2.
I like this first time around, getting in there, filling things out, still got 2 runs.
Ball back to the pitcher. Peppers makes the play, so we go to the second inning. Cats play 2-0 Lexington. So Cats plate 2 in the first, lead 2-0 in this playoff matchup against the Dutch Fork Silver Foxes. A couple nice at-bats there by the Cats in the first. We'll take a lead any way we can get it here in playoff season. Dutch Fork will lead off the second with Abigail Pouliot, left fielder. glad to see Abigail's doing better. I know she played out there in left field in the game we played during the season, and she had a hard time throwing the ball. So she made a nice throw there on the one that sack fly. So good to see her doing better.
The old Silver Foxes. Where did that name come from, do you think? It's very specific, oddly specific animal.
I don't know of another silver fox.
I didn't know there was a such thing. Not that there has to be a such thing. I mean, he called that outside.
And that was a strike. He delayed called it.
Okay.
There's a nice pitch. Haley working fast here, working quick, throwing strikes. She's at her best when she's changing speeds, hitting spots. Not going to try to overpower anybody, but can definitely be effective with that off-speed stuff.
Well, and of course, we have, let me not jinx it, we have a tremendous defense behind us, and I think when we play complimentary softball, that's our best softball. Let our defense pick you up when she needs it, and vice versa.
That's right. Kate Chavis now will step in. Kate, the right fielder. Kate squares the bunt. She offers, but does not lay it down. Strike one. Dutch Fork coached by Haley Elkins, actually a former player for Coach Epps. I'm not
at
sure.
Dutch Fork?
I'm not sure at what school. It might have been Dutch Fork.
Well, because Coach Epps was at Dutch Fork.
That's right.
Before she came and saw the light and became a Wildcat. You know, nobody's perfect.
That's right.
She didn't get, she got here when she could.
That's right.
But the arrival of Coach Epps has coincided with some of the best softball that Lexington High School has seen in some time.
We've talked about that pipeline and what's to come. A lot of good softball in the Wildcat future. Sometimes you'll play teams and you'll kind of say, okay, they're good, but in a couple of years, it's
kind of
lightning
lightning in a bottle, right? Like that was their one time,
That's
their
right.
one chance. This is not the case for us.
Count goes to 3-1 to Chavis.
You know, Haley Mans did something there that I think is a veteran move. The throw wasn't right on the money, and she just doesn't waste the energy or effort to try and catch that
Just
ball.
let it go, yeah. Make sure your infield's staying alive.
Yeah, go ahead and throw him in there.
There's a strike. Count runs full. Yeah, you couldn't even tell there's been any rain looking at the field right now, which is very surprising. I drove by yesterday, and it was a
Well, you see
river.
the spot where Livy's standing. There's a little, looks a little soupy right there, but that used to be where Lake Murray was.
That's
That's
right.
a little known fact. Lake Murray used to be in our right field, and we would charge boat fees and dock fees anytime it rained.
Ball four, so Chavis gets on via the free pass. KG Hill will step in next. One out here in the second.
There you go, Haley. Let's get on back onto this. Let's not walk ourselves into debt. Let's not put ourselves in trouble here.
Wind blowing slightly out to left center field. Nice crowd here at Wildcat Field. Dutch Fork only about 30 minutes away. Lexington Richland 5 school district. You may have heard of their football team.
They're pretty good.
Fairly successful.
They are pretty good. They've won a game or two in their day. But I'll tell you, back, not that long ago, they may still be really good. I don't know. Their cross-country team was pretty good, too.
Definitely glad we're playing them in softball tonight, not football.
I don't know. I wonder if their football team can hit. That'd be my question.
Yeah, they can.
I think.
You mean hit a softball?
Yeah, I mean hit a softball.
Okay.
There you
Nice
go.
play out there by our left fielder extraordinaire, Elena Harry, for out number 2. A lot of other teams, Doc, that'd have been a double.
She got some hop to her.
We've always said with Elena, if you're going to wear those pink laces, you better be fast.
You better be fast. There are certain rules you live by in life, and I think that's one of them.
Caroline Caldwell, third baseman, steps in next.
I think another is when you go to a steakhouse, you never eat seafood.
Unless it's surf and turf.
Even then, it's questionable. I think when you go to a seafood restaurant, you eat seafood. If you go to a steak restaurant, you eat steak. I will stand by my restaurant takes because you're getting out of their lane, and then, hey.
Mistakes can happen.
Then mistakes happen.
Swing and a miss. Count goes even. This is Caroline Caldwell.
I know Caroline quite a bit. She's a super sweet kid, great student.
Yeah, Dutch Fork, very high achieving school, much like Lexington. A lot of advanced placement courses, I'm sure, and dual credit.
Superintendent by Kill Ross. We keep doing this all day long. We're just dropping Lex 5 facts on you.
Lexington and Richland 5. Some of the districts in Lexington, some of it's in Richland County.
Now that's an unusual configuration.
Yeah. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice job. Haley Manns bounces back from the walk. Foxes do not score. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Lexington. Bottom of the second we go, 6, 7, 8. You'll see Gantz, Little, and Fonseca setting the table here for the top of the lineup. And really,
young blood's coming up this inning.
That's right. And really, you know, we've talked about this the other night. Moving forward, we hopefully win this game tonight, find a way. Just these girls find a way to get on base by hit, walk, whatever it takes is their job here. And, you know, sometimes, like, I mean, nobody's had bigger hits than Peyton. A couple of big RBIs, and there's one right at the middle. Hit nicely, but nice play there from Peppers for out number 1. Little steps in.
Come on, 1-5. We had a great conversation the other day about next year's walk-up song. Let me tell you, it takes place in Georgia, and a fiddle's involved.
Takes the ball down. Good eye there. Don't normally see folks on the right field side in the chairs, but we have that here tonight at Wildcat Field. Must be Foxes over there.
Come on, see it, hit it, kid. Let's be on time. Yes, I'm going to coach from up here as if she can hear me.
Fights it off. Count goes even, 1-1. Also got some soccer out behind the left field fence. Once again, beautiful night here. Cats looking to continue their march after a little detour in the 5A playoffs. Foul down the right field side. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Also good to see some of the JV players here supporting the varsities. They'll be here very soon. Also Madison Carwell, Wildcat alumnus here. May.
Midweek.
Ball up, count goes even, 2-2. Madison was the original lefty-righty. He never quite knew which side of the plate she was going to hit on, like Elena does. Takes inside. Peppers wanted it, so did some guy in the stands, but count runs full. There's a base hit at the middle for 15. So leads off here. First at bat with a single. So runner on first here. One out. Grace Fonseca, 8th grader. She'll swing next. See if the Cats put something in motion here.
I just realized I don't know that I've talked for the last 5 minutes. Sorry about that, everybody.
You can breathe now. There's a ball to the left, so back-to-back hits here from the 7 and 8 hitters. Brings up Elena Harry, one out. They're doing their job like we talked about, getting on base. We don't need doubles and triples. We need base runners here. Two nice at-bats there to get something going here in the second. Foxes have done their homework as Caldwell cheats in here. That's a nice pitch from Peppers. Good take there.
Well, you don't want to swing at that one anyway.
Offers at it, but goes foul. Elena flips around to the right side. Coach Hucks the other day said he never sees this on a baseball field, but we see it often here at Wildcat Field. Takes up 1 and 2. Good luck to the Wildcat baseball team tonight.
It was great having him on. I hate that night was spoiled with a loss because I thought Coach Hucks, he was a natural at this. You can tell he'd done it before.
There we go. Get through there. That's good.
Go.
Nice play there from the shortstop.
That was weird.
Not going to say that Coach Hucks is bad mojo.
Oh, no. He had no.
Did you notice he's not in the booth tonight?
That's right. We didn't invite him back.
So back to the top of the lineup, and number 5, Peyton Melanauskas.
Do you call that a fielder's choice, or is that a hit?
That's a fielder's choice. All day. Atlanta swipes second with no
catcher indifference.
He called that a strike? Goodness.
Blue is interesting.
So this is where we need some big hits here. 2 outs, 2 runners on. There's a ball up, change up, leave that alone. Good job.
Yeah, she held on that one too long. Sometimes that change up as a pitcher, you're thinking about it a little too much and whatever else.
And that is something that Layla does have a good changeup. We saw that at Dutch Fork this year. She will throw that pitch any time in the count.
That is way outside.
Takes out.
If he calls that, I might have to come down there and start talking to him or something.
Well, you know, talking about Peyton, I mean, that's a 1-1 pitch. If he calls that a strike, go to 1-2. And she's one we talked about. Doesn't strike out a whole lot. And she's willing to fight with 2 strikes if need be. But that's not a pitch to hit.
Well, we need her to. There
Boom, that is.
Smoked.
Smoked right at the middle.
Get down now.
There's what we need. That's a 2-run single, and Peyton will advance. She might go to third.
No, Coach holding her up. We got Livy Warren coming up. Let's not.
Right, so Livy will
not
step
too
in.
cute at third.
Livy will step in. So Cats extend their lead. We'll take 2 runs an inning. If you give me 2 runs an inning the rest of the playoffs, I'll take that right now.
Chances.
Take that right now.
I like our chances.
That's right.
That puts us about 14 runs a game. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm not a mathematician, but that ain't bad.
So number 12 with a chance to do some more damage here in the second.
She gave that first one a good ride. Let's see if she can get in more good contact.
Takes up 1-0. Sam on deck.
All of a sudden, I'm telling you, that had a couple base runners on, and then your top of the lineup comes around, and now, even though there's 2 out, there's a lot of trouble here.
Count goes to 2-0 to Liv.
I'd be terrified there, too. I'm not going to lie to you. If I was staring down 1-2, and she's looking at me, you know how she's mean anyway. And
That's
just
right.
kinda,
Yeah, she's a mean one. 2 balls, no strikes to Liv. Looking for 1 pitch here.
I think she liked my nickname for you. I called you Matty Ice, and she liked that.
She likes that.
She liked that.
Yeah, she thinks that's funny. 3 balls, no strikes. We'll see if they green light the junior. They do not, so she walks on 4 pitches.
Now on number 11, Sam Gray.
Brings up the hottest hitter on the planet, Sam Craig.
Not named Aaron Judge.
And they're going to walk her. So Sam getting the ultimate respect here.
I would too, Coach.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I would walk her all day. But now I just want to remind everybody in the first inning, Emma Melanauskas about hit the school building with that first swing. If she gets another one of those, that'll make this game a whole heck of a lot interesting.
So a chance to really break this thing open here in the second, 4-0.
Nope.
I don't know. I might have called that a strike.
But he did not.
He did
That
not.
is clearly a ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
Come on, Emma. We need a big hit right here, kid. Sack fly count is that bad?
It was 2 outs.
No, I mean last inning.
Oh, no, it's not about.
There it is.
There we go. She stays hot.
That's scoring
And
3.
the Cats score 2 here. And Coach Lori Epps holds him up at third. Left turn, puts up the stop sign. And Emma Melanauskas, can you build on your case from Player of the Week? I mean, votes are still coming in. So if you're watching,
E-stitches. E-stitches. I'd like to thank that jet ski for waking her up. Her daddy knows it. Look, I'm going to see if I can see him out there. Her daddy knows that jet ski woke her up.
Yeah. So second, third, Cats score 2 on the double from Emma.
And then there's still trouble out there. Come on, Maya. Let's see what we got here.
Somebody just shouted some kind of encouragement to Layla. I have no clue.
Make the adjustment, I think is what he said.
Okay.
My guess is that's Daddy, Layla's daddy. I get it. Listen, being a pitcher's parent is tough.
Count goes to 3-0. So quickly 3-0 here. Who we got on deck?
We got Peyton Gauntz.
Peyton Gauntz. So trying to bet around this inning.
We got Peyton Gauntz coming up. I wonder what you do here. I think if she sees one she likes, she needs to hammer it.
That's
Drop.
No. Fly out to left field. So Cat threat ends. We plate 4. 6-0. Going to the third.
My name is Livy Warren and I'm a junior. My name is Sam Craig and I'm a senior. Haley Mans. My favorite type of music is country music. Country. Probably country. Most people don't know that I have 2 Nigerian dwarf goats at my house. I'm in law enforcement class at LTC. I have horses. Think about playing softball on memories I've made and the people I play with. Be with my friends, to hang out with my friends every day. I play outfield because it's really fun to go catch pop flies and you have to be pretty fast. I play shortstop and because I'm like really athletic, I guess. Pitcher because I like having all the action.
We got 4 that inning, so we'll take that. 6-0 here in the third.
Well, if it continues, we'll do 8 the next inning. Can we ask for that? You go 2, 4, 8. No, you go 8. You double it.
Double it. Okay. Ayanna Russell, DP for the Foxes. Nice pitch there from Haley, strike 1. You can kind of see now where that field is a lot more chewed up than normal. You see it's a lot of turfs out there. It's a bigger divots. Something you got to be mindful of when you're playing defense.
And really, I think the pitchers as well.
Whoa.
Hey, she's a DP for a reason. That child takes batting practice.
Coach Elkins just got a shave. Not saying she needs it, saying that she got one. Ayana went right under her chin with that. One ball, two strikes.
She sort of struggled with that change up there too. I think she tried throwing it. I wonder, not to bring too much of a narrative into this thing, but I do wonder if the footing out there in the field is what you normally see.
Ayana hits one hard at the middle. So she'll be on base safely here with a single in the third. Back to the top of the lineup for Olivia Hill. I think you'll see a runner here, Justice Pascal.
I see Mario with the nachos and the
chili
cheese on top. I don't know if there's chili on top of that or not. As we look out over the stands, we do like to judge people based upon either their shoe wear, as we did just a moment ago with the Hey Do's, or what they're choosing to eat from the concession stands. Having worked in said concession stands, I'm a little skeptical about the cheese. I mean, I've seen behind the curtain.
Expiration date is just a suggestion.
I'm just saying, I have seen behind the curtain.
Tell you what, if you're set up outside, even if that ball hits the corner, if you have to move across the plate, he's not going to give that to the Cats. One ball, no strikes to Hill. Count goes to 2-0.
Got an oven mitt at first base.
There's a good pitch on the corner, strike one. Yeah, that runner is, like I said, Justice Pascal. She runs for Ayana at first base. There is a beat coming from that Dutch Fork dugout. Turns on that one, but a long strike out of the Emma Melanauskas playbook.
I'm telling you, Emma leads the state in balls hit down the left field line. Foul. If you added up all the time she's done that, you probably can get from here to Asheville.
There's a ball. Nice pitch from Haley. Scott out to left, and Atlanta makes the play. Good change up there.
Kind of got her in between swings. You could tell she didn't finish her swing there and just kind of stopped and popped it right up.
Got her out front. Brings up LG Moore, center fielder.
Really good play from the center fielder. Let's give a little shout out to good defense on Libby's play.
Yeah, that was a nice play. She tries to bunt, but foul.
Got to be alert to that. That was a little tricky.
Once again, if you want to give one of your Wildcats a shout out and you're watching from home, you can do that. WildcatMagic25@gmail.com.
Did we have any takers last game? We were
didn't.
so dialed in.
Honestly, I was kind of waiting for like some hate mail from Dorman, but I didn't get any. So thanks to Dorman. Appreciate you not sending any hate mail in to the fan account.
That is good.
But yeah, WildcatMagic25@gmail.com. If you want to give your favorite Wildcat or coach or announcer a shout out, kind of check in from where you're watching, you can do that.
I'm going to make one guarantee.
Nice play there from Maya Drennan. Wow, what a play.
Maya covered a lot of ground, diving up. At first it sort of looked a little routine, and then you realize that she really had to make a lot of ground to get there. Nicely done by her.
Yeah, Livy comes in, gives her a little dap. Nice play from the junior second baseman. Unfortunately, Andy can't watch tonight. He's in Chicago enjoying a business dinner, he said. So,
I mean, you never heard of a cell phone? I don't understand. Like, I mean, you don't want to just pop that thing up right there at the business
I think
dinner
trying to make a sale. Maybe you got to
close deals.
Close the deal, get the signature.
I was going to say something about the email address before My Adrenaline made the Sports Center Top 10 Play of the Year. If you give the shout out to an announcer,
nice throw there from Peyton. A little bit late.
if you give a shout out to the announcer, 100% that's getting read tonight.
Can we just I just want one. Can somebody out there, please? I mean, I feel like
Wildcat Magic 25 at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. I feel like it's a big waste.
Steph, are you not out there?
If
Come
we
on,
don't
man.
get at least one email. Like I said, I would have put my cell phone out there, but I was a little worried about that. And then, funny story. And then, I asked my wife. I was like, I said we talked about getting a burner phone, like having a burner phone up here that we could use. But then my wife said that's how you get connected with weird women. So she wouldn't let me get a burner phone. I appreciate Holly's confidence in me. Doc, I'm gonna tell you something right now. We've got to take her.
Oh, who?
Brady Gauntz. Shout out to Peyton Gauntz, best in the game, watching from Houston, Texas.
What?
So Brady Gauntz. Remember, Peyton had somebody watching from Florida too when she had that big game.
Oh, listen, that was her granddaddy. Her granddaddy came up there and watched her go 10 for 10 that night. She was.
So thank you, Mr. Brady Gauntz. You've made my day. Our first shout out, and it goes to Peyton. So 3 balls, 1 strike here, 2 outs. There's a ball hit out to left. Umpire calls it fair. Elena gives it a good effort and doesn't make the catch. So Alderman hits a double, and the Foxes are on the board, 6-1.
I think anytime girls warm up like that right there, they do that thing with their driving back hip and stuff. I always think that girl can hit. Whoever that is, you see them at travel ball tournament. If they do that before they get into the batter's box, that girl can hit.
So note to all you softball players out there, do that drill. We'll get the booth cam here in a minute and let Coach.
Well, right there. Well, she did it just a second ago. I don't even know how to do it, but they do that sort of thing where they sort of do this sort of thing.
Yeah. There's a ball out to right. Nice play there from our first baseman, Fonseca, for out number 3. So Foxes strike back, 6-1, going to the bottom of the third.
Neil Jr.
Peyton, I'm a sophomore.
My favorite pregame meal is Groucho's.
Groucho's.
My walk-up song is by Big X the Plug.
I Like It by Cardi B.
If I had a superpower, it would be to be invisible or to teleport.
To fly so I can get where I'm going faster.
My favorite thing to do on a day off is relax or hang out with my friends.
Hang out with my friends and family.
All right, so we got a little action here, Doc, on the hotline, on the hater hotline. Actually, not the hater hotline. This is the fan hotline.
That's right, the mailbag.
The mailbag. My sister Hannah's checking in from Charlotte. Livy's aunt and cousin Molly Tate are watching. Also, Coach Hucks is checking in.
Molly T.
Molly T. That's what we call her.
Do you call her Molly T?
I call her Molly T. And Coach Hucks checking in. Coach Hucks, he said his exact words, doing much better than when a certain special guest was there. So,
Coach, it wasn't you. We just needed to change our practice shoes. You know what I mean?
We didn't want to say that. We're not going to say that.
No.
What we're going to say is you can't come back.
We love Coach Hucks.
But you can't come back.
Just not tonight.
Just not tonight.
We love Coach Hucks.
So Peyton Gauntz. Peyton started off that last inning. So we talked about it. Middle of the order, bottom half of the order, getting on base, setting the table. Let's replicate that here in the third. Ball down.
Double deuce.
And I'm really going to be disappointed if I don't get an email from Grandma Ginger. She's got to be on cloud 9 watching the Melanoska sisters from Tennessee. So, Ginger, you better email me.
Oh, 100%. Come on. What are we doing? I mean, is there even an internet if we don't get Grandma Ginger?
I just want to know is it Gingah? Because it's not Ginger, it's Ginger.
Has to be Ginger.
2-0. So Peyton, good job here. Being patient. 3-0 actually. Ball 4, so here we go. Oh, he's going to call that a strike. Okay, sorry. You know, I did that when I was an umpire. If it was 3-0, if it was a little bit, just, you know.
That ball had a 0.0% chance of being a ball.
That's a strike. Yeah, well, that's not a strike. Okay, so we'll take it.
I think that was a make-up call from the previous one because that was a strike.
All right, so
all right, 1-5. Let's go, kid. Dancing Queen.
Single her first at bat. Along with Peyton, got a little action going in the third, actually the second. Trying to do it again in the third. Ball 1. Cats need to respond. I mean, you don't want Dutch Fort to hang around here in this playoff matchup. Keep pacing ourselves, keeping that lead, extending that lead. Swing and a miss there. Count evens at 1.
I'll take that.
Just so you know, next year it's going to cost you $5 to get a shout out.
So you better go now. You better get in early.
This is your freebie right here for the year. Next year it's going to be a fundraiser. How'd y'all afford those new uniforms? Well,
shout out. We got a Gmail hotline.
The Matt and Doc mailbag funded those pinstripe uniforms. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Come on, kid. I'm worried about that changeup coming across here. You know what I mean? Come on, kid. Plant your foot down and be on time.
Pepper's taking her time, getting the signal from Coach. Takes up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Come on, kid.
Change up, swing and a miss. Out 1 here in the third. Brings up Grace. Grace had a single also, her first at bat.
That's a good
There's
ball.
another hit. Grace, 2 for 2 tonight. You know, a lot of the cats, I think you see it in baseball too, they have those, I think Naomi has them, those special new batting gloves. Well, look, Elena has them. Bruce Bolt.
Yes, we do indeed. That is.
I mean, you got to take out a mortgage to buy those things.
Indeed. We actually.
If I'd have told my dad, I need a pair of $80 batting gloves.
Is that how much they are? I didn't realize that's how much they are.
I think they are.
I've got a feeling that wasn't ever explained to me.
He did. Nice play there from the catcher on the bunt. My dad was a dirt guy. He said, just get a little dirt in your hands. That's how you get the best grip. Also, it was free. That didn't cost you anything. So back to the top of the lineup. Peyton will mail analysis again. Big 2-out RBI, her last at bat.
Yeah, we need some 2-out magic right here again, Mr. Matt. Extend our lead.
There we go. That's down.
The way to do it.
Nope.
Oh.
Hit it hard right at the left fielder. Nice play there. So Cats don't score in the third. We go to the fourth, 6-1.
divinity.
Just had an Alanis Morissette reference up here in the press box. Whatever happened to her? She was so she was it in the 90s.
Alanis Morissette?
And then just kind of fell off.
Well, she wrote a song about irony that wasn't ironic, ironically.
I mean, if you didn't have Alanis Morissette playing on your Kenwood back in the 90s.
I got one hand in my pocket, one hand making the peace sign. Let's go, Alanis. You know, she did all that when she was like 21, so no pressure on your kids. You know, she was an early achiever.
Way ahead of her time.
Way ahead of her time.
Shout out to Noah back in the booth tonight doing the
Lilith Fair tonight.
Doing the PA for us. Appreciate him. Noah's probably finished. He's a senior. He's probably done. He's still hanging around helping out the Wildcats.
I hate that he's a senior. We needed him to. We needed to train him up for.
Let that thing roll. Look at Emma. Nice job. Yeah. So if you're out there and looking for some community service hours, we can always put you to work here at Wildcat Field. If not in the booth, we can put a rake in your hand and make sure you get those hours signed off on. So this is Kate Chavis. Tried to lay one down there. Takes down. Count goes to 1-1.
Yeah, we need to train up. We need like a sophomore. You know what I mean? We're looking for a sophomore. We need somebody that is right around the corner from driving and can get themselves here. They can spend the next couple seasons with us.
We went to the portal, and we got a good one in Noah, but unfortunately he was a fifth-year guy.
He's a one-and-doner.
The fifth-year guy.
He brought in leadership. He brought in, experience.
He walks in here with a plate of Sheely's. Where did that come from?
I can't figure that out. I don't know.
2-2 the count.
I feel like teenage boys always know where the food is, regardless of wherever you are, whatever you're doing.
There's Bont to center.
No,
Peyton makes the play, makes it look easy.
No, but she had that. She had that the whole time.
I think she might have like sandbagged that a little bit, just so she could show off them diving skills. I'm not saying she would do that.
I'm just saying I felt like that's how you know you're really good at defense. I was 100% comfortable with whatever was getting ready to happen.
That ball
hit her. She's out.
He's calling her in the box.
Unbelievable.
He's calling her in the box. He lifted that leg up and said that was a foul ball. No argument from the Wildcats. Coach Terrapin doesn't say much from that dugout, so you know they must agree.
That's a dangerous play, though, right? That's an out.
That's right. Hits you out of the box, yeah. That's really a hard call, too, especially when at this point there is no box.
I mean, really, it's
got to be really
worn down,
really egregious, typically, to get that call. Two strikes. Count goes to 2-2. Haley Mann's committed to Tusculum. She'll continue her career. Got one more year still with the Cats, though.
Greenville with an E, I believe we like to refer to that Tusculum.
A certain catcher last year made that famous.
She did indeed.
Addie.
I wonder if she's
Hoffner.
having a good year.
Yeah. Checked on her the other day. She's had some at-bats, and their season's over, but very excited about her up there. Foul straight back, 2-2. One thing you can count on from Addie last year was she had a hose. I mean, she threw the ball so well last year from behind the plate.
She threw more people out than you could count. In fact, they quit running on her.
They did, yeah.
That's it.
Nice change up, a little bit up, count runs full. I got to get back out my fun facts, too. I hadn't referenced those much this year. Nice play there by Grace. Knocks that thing down for out number 2.
Grace is having a pretty good game here, 2 for 2 from the plate. She's made a couple plays at first base.
Someone who inspired Haley, her parents. Didn't I?
That's nice.
That's good stuff right there.
You know who wouldn't write that down? Naomi Little.
Let's see who inspired her. Actually, I have that information.
Do you have that you have that question on everybody?
Yeah.
Curious about who inspired Naomi Little. Michael Jordan.
My parents. She did say my parents.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. Nice change up there from Haley.
She must have not thought of anything else. And she heard somebody else say her parents thought, yeah, that may be a good thing to say.
It's KG Hill. Swing and a miss on that first pitch. KG. She's hit a lot of balls on that left field line. Quick bat. Number 1, she plays shortstop for the Foxes. That ball's popped up.
That should be
Will it be in play? It will be, and Emma makes it play. So good job from Haley there in the 4th. No runs allowed, no hits. We go to the bottom half, 6-1 Cats. Here in the 4th, Libby Warren will lead us off. Shout out to the Surge crew from F3 checking in. I just saw the link get sent out for the broadcast. Crew is dialed in right now, watching the Cats on the edge of their seats. Had a 6 p.m. start for you guys, so that should give you plenty of time to get to bed early and get to your boot camp tomorrow. All right, so Libby will step in. She walked her last at bat and scored.
We've been accused of being too corporate on this broadcast. I just want to tell everybody we have not sold out, and selling out would require some type of profit coming back to us.
I can't even get a plate of that Sheely's that just walked by me. Nice take there from Livy on the changeup, 1-0.
Oh,
that ball is hammered out to right.
Fair. Yes.
And he called it foul. Yeah. Livy just a little bit early there. I know the umpire's name. I know him well. I'm not going to shout him out on the station.
I've been told that foxes are like mean golden doodles. That's a good line.
1-1 to count to number 12.
It's not where the ball lands that makes it fair or foul.
Good take there.
It's where it goes across the plate. I'm just telling you right now. That God.
Can we get about 12 more feet on those foul poles?
We need that laser beam to fire up into the heavens and hopefully not blind pilots while it happens.
Takes up. Count goes to 3-1. Good eye there. So one pitch here to look for.
Let's get a big inning here.
Ball 4. So Livy with her second walk tonight. Good at bat there from the junior. Brings up Sam Craig. We'll see if they walk her here with no outs. Wouldn't be the smartest move, but wouldn't surprise me. Let it play, Noah. Let it play.
I kind of feel like we need 5 more seconds of that song every single time I hear it.
A lot of change-ups here from Peppers.
You're getting a heavy dose of the change.
I do appreciate Coach Huck's ownership. He did say that he changed the design for the outfield grass before Dorman. Now he's gone back to checkerboard.
Oh, we need that. Thank you,
Coach. Although he's not superstitious.
That's right. You know, I noticed
after
after we had that talk, and I went home and reflected on it, when we asked him if he was superstitious, he said, hey, I'm not that superstitious. And then he proceeded to give us like 5 or 6 different things that he had done that was superstitious.
That ball is hit out to center. That's going to stay in. Out number 1. You know, like I said, he started talking about like he likes to wear his, I thought he was about to say his lucky boxers. And I was going to fall out of my chair up here. But he said his lucky shoes. So it made me feel a lot better.
It did.
All right, Emma Melanauskas, runner on second here, scoring position, 1 out.
She swilled some black coffee before she stepped into the box.
Shout out from Stefan. He's following instructions as well.
There you go, Steph. Got a new dog, Steph.
The men at F3 Surge. We'll give you our Venmo here in a minute to make your donation to the Wildcat softball team.
Stefan has him a new puppy dog at the house. Ain't no
a little out early. Tell you what, Stefan's got a, look at that email signature right there. That's strong.
That is strong.
Got his Twitter, his, what's that?
His LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. You got all YouTube channel. Got your own YouTube channel, Stefan? A lot of change-ups keep floating up there. Cats are not offering, so 2 and 1.
Well, here's the danger of that changeup, right? So the changeup is really designed to keep you off balance. You throw too many of them, somebody like Emma's planning to park one out by the bus lot.
Takes down. Levy getting a nice secondary out there. She will go to third on one in the dirt, trying to get a good read here. Ball 4, so first to second now. Pepper's having a hard time finding the zone. Brings up Maya Drennan. Emma been on base. Well, no, actually on base. Both plate appearances. She had a sack her first at bat.
And hit an absolute rocket the second one.
I'm gonna start quizzing you on like random softball trivia. Their in-game trivia.
Okay.
And see how well you do. Look at that read from Levy. Nice job, number 12. Go score. Good piece of base running there from the junior. She gets her wheels from her mama.
Manufacturing runs.
And her looks from her mama.
I feel like probably lots of things from her mama.
So Cats extend their lead back to 6. And Emma advances to second. I feel we got a pretty big audience right now. We got to really up our game
I
a little
think
bit.
there's a lot of concern out in Wildcat country about the girls. They want to dial in, see what they're doing.
That ball's hit hard out to second. She makes the play, and Emma advances to third. Peyton Gantz, feel like she's hit 6 times tonight.
This is the third at bat, it's third time around.
You know, I really should have just done Wildcat Magic. Now I got to make a new email address every year. I did 25, thinking that'd be cute. I kind of wish I'd have just said something we could just use every year, you know. I'm going to use that email to try to get a free trial or something. What can I get a free trial of?
Apple TV. Get Paramount Plus with it. See what happens. You get 14,000 emails from Paramount Plus.
Look at Peyton. She waited on it but got under it. About breaks her leg on her bat. But all right, so Cats plate 1. We go to the 5th, 7-1.
My name is Elena Harry, and I'm a senior.
Elena Markstown, I'm a senior.
My biggest strength is probably my speed.
My base.
To win the region and win state.
Win state.
Probably doing my hair the same.
Doing my hair the same.
my biggest pet peeve is long pants.
Loud chewing.
And we're back here. A couple somewhat quiet innings for the Cats, leading 7-1. Cats will have 7, 8, 9 up in the 5th. Caroline Caldwell will lead us off here for Dutch Fork. That ball's popped up. Look at Emma Malinowskis. Play of the day right there. Nice job on that pop fly. Sliding down, making a play.
Get that girl a venti black coffee. No sugar, no cream, black.
Ayanna Russell, she hit a missile her first at bat. Well, Foxes have 3 hits. She has 1, and Alderman has the other 2. It's a strike. So once again, winner of this game stays alive. And there's so many different scenarios. I'm not going to try to explain them all, but Cats need to win, and then we could have to win. We'll have to win 2 more games after this. It could be the same team or different teams. Could be home or away. We don't know. That ball is hit well out to left. Over, look at that play by Elena though, holding her to a single. Nice job getting to that ball and getting it in.
Back up number 8.
She's 2 for 2.
2 for 2. The Foxes have 2 2-for-2ers. Now back to the top of the lineup and Olivia Hill, catcher.
Who was the team we played the other day that had a Lauren Hill as a, was that Wade Hampton?
Might have been.
I have thought about that more than I
I was trying to think, would she have been born like when Lauren was popular? I think so.
No. That there's no way. Killing Me Softly.
That was like
98. Yeah, that was in the 90s. She would be. She was born in 98. She'd be 26 years old.
I'm saying Lauren Hill, like you knew who Lauren Hill was.
Yeah, so
when you named the child, right?
Killing Me Softly comes out.
So Ayanna swipes second there.
1996.
Yeah, so but her parents knew, like they had heard of Lauren
Yes,
Hill.
I would imagine that her parents being our age would have been.
Maybe they were big Lauren Hill fans.
Maybe the Fugees. They like them.
Another shout out. Sharon Adamczyk. I'm sorry if I messed your last name
I got a
up.
feeling that's not right.
You keep up. She says, "Keep up the fantastic work. Love watching my baby girls." It's Ginger. It's Ginger. It's not Sharon. It's Ginger. And it's Ginga. She said she's the only Ginger in the world. So she has checked in. My night is complete.
I love it. Now we just need a Wildcat win, and we'll go home happy tonight, Ginger.
We'll make you the player of the game, Ginger. If you ever make it down to Wildcat field, you will get on the broadcast, I guarantee. That ball is hit down the left field line, just foul. not sure if I was more excited about Peyton's 2-run double or Ginger
Or her,
checking in.
listen, the Melanauskas kids are out here tonight just balling out. Both of them have had diving catches. Both of them have had hard hit balls. They're doing a lot of work out here.
Nice job there. Nice play from Peyton. How many texts or phone calls did Ginger get saying, you got to send them an email. You got to send them an email. They want you to send them an email. And she finally did it, so we appreciate that.
Thank you. That's awesome.
2 outs. That ball is hit hard out to center. Over Peyton's head. That'll be an RBI. And that is LG Moore with a double to score Russell. So Foxes make it 7-2. And a little bit of danger here in the 5th because Alderman with 2 hits tonight steps in, single and a double.
That's a tough play. You know, we talk a lot about that when we're hitting in practice and kind of thing, that you got to commit to that. When it's over your head, you got to commit to it and turn around and just start running.
Well, and that fence is there.
Yeah,
and you know it's there, and you have to be mindful of that.
We have no warning track.
Which you don't normally see in softball.
That's also true.
Nice play by Sam. Make the throw. Nice job by Sam. Alderman hit it hard, but Sam makes the play.
I really think Maya was celebrating before she made the throw. That was pretty good.
We go to the bottom of the 5th, 7-2 Cats. Doc, the shout-outs are rolling in. We got Amanda Crosby. Special shout-out to Coach Mason from her most biased and biggest fan. Go Wildcats. This is Amanda Crosby Mason. Shout-out to the announcers. So they're rolling in, Doc.
Hey, listen, we asked for it. Wildcat Nation responds.
Naomi Little will step in. 1 for 2 tonight.
I told you, I hinted at this. Nobody picked up on the hint, but we did talk about next year's walk-up song will involve an event that took place in the state of Georgia involving a fiddle.
And she plays the fiddle, right? Or
She
the
does
violin.
indeed, violin.
Takes down, ball 1. So if the Cats do play again Thursday night, unfortunately all of our viewers, you'll get to watch the show, but you won't hear us Thursday because jobs. Jobs get in the way. Count evens at 1, so you will not hear commentary on Thursday if the Cats do play. But you'll see the broadcast on this stream as always. Hit hard out to short. Nice play from the shortstop for out number 1. Now for Grace Fonseca. Grace 2 hits tonight.
That's a good hit.
Yeah, right at her. Nice play. A couple good shortstops here tonight at Wildcat Field.
Look at that.
Grace drops one right in the right field. 3 for 3.
That's going to look like a line drive tomorrow in the box score.
Brings up Elena Harry, left fielder. So 1 out here in the 5th, and Coach Epps is going to dial something up. Not sure quite what. She goes to her Rolodex of strategies, and she'll bring in, looks like Amanda Barksdale to run for Grace. One thing the Cats have is options on the bench. A lot of players available to pinch run, pinch hit, especially late in games, and you got certain situations you want to use somebody for. Elena steps in. There's a nice body. There you go. That's going to be a hit. Who made the call? Which umpire made the call? Okay, she's safe. I lost him. He was behind the post.
He got it. Had he called that out, we would have had another issue.
So back to the top of the lineup. All right, Ginger, lock in. Grandbaby steps in with runner on first and second here.
P5, let's go.
Another big spot for the senior. Takes down 1-0.
Just to remind everybody the rules here, it is 7-2 in the 5th inning. Once you get to the 5th inning, there is a 10-run rule. We're not there yet. We still have a ways to go for that, but it's always good to remind people of that.
Livy on deck. Sam will follow her, so good spot here to extend the lead. Not quite comfortable just yet, Doc. Takes up 2 balls and a strike. Clouds moving in here. Don't see much rain up there, but we need no more of that this week.
Oh, Lord help us. We do not need any more rain. I'm telling you, I think tomorrow there was like a 60% chance of rain, though. It could be.
Fights it off to the left side. Count evens at 2. Coach Gunner down in the bullpen. I can't tell who's warming up. A little bit of action.
They've been warming up
from the Cat staff.
A lot tonight.
We need a bullpen cam.
Right here. Oh, there
nice
he is. There he is.
Look at Brian Drennan.
There he is. Listen, we were bad-mouthing him earlier. What'd he do? Straight baller.
Just for that, we might get Brian Drennan. He might be who we pull up in the booth. I mean, we talked about bringing somebody up here at some point. That play right there might have earned him some airtime.
I mean, barehanded it, and
he bobbled it.
Then did the fadeaway jump shot celebration.
I'm just glad he didn't fall over that railing. Some things are just not worth making the catch. You know? That's a long drop down there.
That is a long drop.
He's so proud of himself right now.
Hey, listen, I would be too.
He's like, Megan, did you see that catch? She's like, yeah, nice job. All right, bases loaded here for number 12. Chance to really put some separation between the Cats and the Foxes. Nowhere to put her. 1 out. Bases loaded. Cats leading 7-2. Setting the stage for you.
Don't do too much here, kid.
No, let's just go backside for a double.
I'll take that. Oh.
Knocks one in. Does not get on hit base.
You think they're going to put her on first?
I would. Why not? If you walk her on first with runner on first, why wouldn't you do it here? But looks like they're going to pitch to her.
What's Sam tonight?
1 for 2, I believe. Or I might have missed one at bat.
It should be bat number 4.
No, she flew out. 1 for 2.
I might throw 4 pitches, but I'm not going to put anything close by. Not runners on second, third. I'm surprised they just didn't put her on first, but they may try to nibble, but yeah,
3-0.
I thought he called that a strike.
No, he said 3 balls. Yeah, going right at her. 3 balls and a strike. Ball 4, so bases loaded once again for Emma. Emma Malinowski's got a nice view here from your home with Emma stepping into the box. First base cam. Emma, a couple hits tonight. Takes a change up for a strike.
She's throwing it. And she keeps throwing it.
Yeah. Eight-2 here in the 5th. Cats had them loaded with 1 out. Still a chance to extend their lead.
Wait on your pitch here, Emma, and hammer it.
That is hammered. Get over her head. That's off the fence. That'll be 3 runs. Emma Malinowskis smoking hot, and the Cats lead 11-2. So the separation we needed there delivered from the senior. 1 run away here from closing the book on this one.
I believe a hit here is a walk-off.
It is. Takes down, ball 1.
Also, remember, Coach Huck said that the center fielder running in to cover second base is a softball-only move, too. That has stuck with me.
Takes up, 2-0. Visit here from Coach Elkins.
Play it, Noah. Let it play, Noah.
Looks like we're switching pitchers. Center fielder, that's LG Moore, will come in and pitch.
I say we play Made for More right here. I don't know what we're doing. I thought that was our official theme song. Maybe Noah didn't pick up on the.
Noah likes to pick his spots.
You know, this is a very travel ball thing. You call in a relief pitcher, they come running in from center field. That is classic travel ball. There's no bullpen action, any of that stuff. You're just rolling that next kid out there. Mid batter too, by the way.
Number 9, Maya, you're ready.
We're gonna get the walk-up song twice from Maya here. Two and 0. To Maya.
She's due right here.
Takes out 3-0.
Ooh,
Gaunt's on deck, and
while we were just staring out there, Emma just takes third base.
Just swiped
uncovered. Swiped it. Swiper no swiping for you Dora Explorer fans.
Oh, what's a delayed call?
Well, what was that?
Well, you can't get mad at her when it takes 4 seconds to call it.
Come on, what are we, TV Teddy Valentine down there? Golly, listen, TV Teddy Valentine and I have a complicated relationship. If you've ever watched ACC basketball, you know what I'm talking about.
There's ball 4.
What do you think about that, Blue? You like that one? What Teddy Valentine loves more than anything else is Teddy Valentine. I tell you what I'd do right here is I'd walk Peyton Gons. Wouldn't you do that right here? Get out at any base?
You're down 11-2. I don't know.
Yeah, but you got 2 outs. Of course, if she walks, we could have Naomi Caroline coming up next. That'd be dramatic.
To walk it off. Ball 1 down, and Maya strolls to second.
Oh my gosh, that'd be dramatic. I don't even know I want such a thing. Come on, Peyton. Let's win it right now, Peyton.
Count goes to 1-1 to the sophomore catcher. Takes up. Count goes to 2-1.
A lot of encouragement down there. Oh, that's it. Oh.
No, shortstop's player. So Wildcats cannot plate the 12th run, and we go to the 6th, 11-2 Lexington. We're back here in the 6th. Carly Edwards, number 33, checks in the circle for the Wildcats. Shout out to Noah. Noah's he knows to announce the new pitcher. He is just a natural.
I feel like he missed his call in here in high school. He could have lettered in this. PA announcer letter jacket.
Number 33, this is Layla Peppers.
Veteran move there by Maya, coming up and talking to the young pitcher. I believe Carla's in the 8th grade.
Count goes to 2-0.
I'd say stay aggressive here for a young pitcher.
Yeah,
go right at him.
Yeah, right at him. Yep, up 9 runs here.
Those strikes. There you go.
There's a strike. Count goes.
Go right
2-1.
at her. Oh, it's 33 on 33. You think they're big Larry Bird fans?
Could be. Carly Shelton.
Come on.
Tough play there from Emma. And Layla reaches. Good job from Carly, throwing strikes. Brings up Pouliot. Ball down, 1-0. Another block to third. Nice job there. Nice play from Maya. You know you're not turning two, so make sure of the force at second to get out number one. Brings up Kate Chavis, right fielder.
I think a good lesson for any young pitcher, just rely on your defense. Go out there, rely on your defense, see what happens. Oh, nice change up there, kid. We've seen our fair share of change-ups tonight, and a return in the favor.
That was a good one.
I got to tell you, Coach, I'm bummed about if we play Thursday night that we cannot commentate. Golly knows. I mean, I know there's things like paychecks and job responsibilities. I get it. It happens sometimes. I mean, unfortunately, real jobs get in the way.
Kind of felt like it was coming with this rain this week, and I just felt it.
Mother Nature, just softball gods, whatever you want to call it.
There's a nice pitch from Carly.
Whatever you want to call it, it pushed us out of the way. Yeah,
nice pitch on the corner there for strike three and out number two. Brings up KG Hill.
KG, she hit a laser last time, didn't she? Like yammed it to center field. That was over Peyton Sand.
Yes, she did. I missed that on my score sheet, but yes, she did.
That ought to be a category, a laser.
A laser beam.
A laser. We need
Good job by Carly Edwards painting that corner. That's a tough pitch to hit right there.
We need some sharks with some freaking lasers.
Strike two quickly. Anybody else checked in on the hotline? Let's see. No, we've had a good run tonight from our viewers.
Wildcat Magic 25, lighten up tonight. Now remember, you can do that anytime.
That's right.
It's just we're not gonna be able to do it Thursday night.
No, don't send me emails Thursday. That's a nice pitch. Sam calls it, and she makes the play, so no harm done. Nice job, Carly Edwards. Wildcats need one run to close the book on this one, 11-2. To the 6 we go, 7, 8, 9. Naomi Little. 1 for 3 tonight.
Not a bad night at the plate. Hard hit ball right at the shortstop last time. Let's put that foot in the ground and grab something here. Come on.
Cats did what they wanted to do. They got Haley out. Not a whole lot of pitches tonight. Because the plan, if it comes to fruition, will be for her to pitch a lot more this week. One strike to Naomi. Takes up 2-1.
You know, the hard part up here is no matter amount of backwards hats, concentration, whatever I'm doing over here matters.
Sure it does. 2-1. It all matters.
If you've ever watched Ted Lasso, I paraphrase, softball is life and death.
Count evens at 2. We'll find out our opponent after tomorrow night. Dorman and Bowling Springs will play tomorrow. If Dorman wins and we hold on, we'll have to beat the Cavs twice. If Bowling Springs wins tomorrow, we'll have to beat Bowling Springs and then beat Dorman.
That's a hit. Go, 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 kid. Go, kid. Yes! No way!
What a play by the shortstop. My goodness. That shortstop is good.
I don't know if she got a late jump out of the box. I'm not sure what happened. God almighty.
Spun her wheels. I don't know. She's made several plays. I've noticed her a few games we've played Dutch Fork. Very good defensive shortstop for Dutch Fork.
God, another big hit. Hey, listen. Sometimes that happens, right?
KG Hill and Grace looking for a banner night. She's already had a really, really good night. Looking for a banner night. 3 hits already.
Yeah, I am getting text messages that feel like we maybe had that one safe at first base, but I think the umpire was so impressed by what happened, he just threw her out.
He lifted his leg up. When he does that, he just
yeah. Daggone it.
1 out. Two balls. Looks like we got Haley Ruiz will hit next. All 4. So there's the winning runs on first base. No, it looks like Haley will hit for Elena. So this is Haley Ruiz, 8th grader. One of the bright future stars for the Cats.
See what she did right there? See, she can hit. I can see how she did the warm-up thing right there. Yeah, a little shoulder thing with the back drive, driving that back leg. She can hit.
Number 20 for the Varsity Cats.
This may be her varsity debut right here. She did not play the other night.
No, she's had one
at bat.
Mm-hmm.
Stand corrected. It's her second
plate appearance.
Her playoff debut.
Playoff debut, yes. Takes out, 2-0. See if we see some movement here from Fonseca at first. We'd love to end this thing this inning. Oof.
That's a good pitch.
Generous.
Well, the catcher sat out there and didn't move, and I think that it looks like a strike even if it's a little bit outside. Optical illusion.
There's the winning run, makes it down to second base, and count goes to 3-1 to Haley. Coach Epps staying positive down there in the box. Likes what she's seen so far from the Cats here in this third-round playoff matchup. Ball 4, so back-to-back walks.
Now on number 5, Hayden.
Brings up Peyton. Elena will re-enter, and nice job from Haley. She'll get some high fives going back to the dugout.
She getting silly, you think?
She getting a repeat.
Oh yeah. Hey, let it play, Noah. Shoot. You know what's going on. They're gonna stand there and look at each other. We're gonna get silly.
1 out, first and second. Cat's looking to walk this thing off here in the bottom of the 6th. That thing hit her leg. I think it did.
Yeah, that happens. One time I remember Naomi pitched the ball backwards one time.
Pickoff move.
That's
Oh,
it.
that'll do it.
Well, maybe.
That'll do it. Cats plate the 10th run and will walk this thing off here in the 6th. 12-2 is your final score. 10-run victory for Lexington. We will advance to the next round. Opponent to be determined tomorrow.
Let me just say this though while we're here. Let's not go anywhere quite yet. Once again, I hope we get to do this again.
That's right.
But in the event something weird happens and we don't, this is yet again, this has been more fun than Christmas presents. Okay? So, but we're gonna keep the faith. We're gonna believe that we will be back again. So we're gonna go up there and we're gonna beat Dorman twice.
Handle business.
Let's handle business.
Or Bowling Springs. So those two teams have played this year. It was a close game just the other week. Dorman beat them 6-5. I did some research today, but we shall see. Doesn't matter. Regardless of where it is, we'll be ready. The Cats advance. Victory tonight, 12-2 over Dutch Fork. I'm Matt Warren. He's the Dr. Greg Little. Production crew, Eric Peter, Brant Taylor, Rob Craig, man in the scoreboard as always. I appreciate you watching.